folks, I'm Daisy. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Freshwear vegetable, fruit, and cheese chopper. So I was really excited to get this because one of the things that I find super annoying and tedious is doing those fine chops, like when making salsa and other types of stir fries. So I'm going to see if this can maybe save me a little bit of time and frustration. So this is the 4-part system that they have. I believe they also have a 6 and 8-part chopper that just has a variety of different blades, but this one just comes with a slicer, dicer, which is like little fine squares, and chopper. As well, the storage container is about 4 cups or a liter. It does come with a lid that you can use to store your chopped vegetables after you're done using it. And then it has the chopping lid, which nicely rests on top there. You can insert the floor blades very easily. It does smartly have listed which side is up, but you can kind of tell by looking at the top of the blades. You want the blades facing up because you're going to be chopping the vegetables down. So they insert, they just insert very simply there. You click them down. They're easy to remove and pop out pretty simply. So you can put that in there. The bottom has non-slip stickers on there, so it doesn't move around on the counter, so that's safe when you're working with chopping the vegetables. As well, it also comes with a little bit of a cleaning pick that you can use to clean the grate off, I guess either after you're done using it or maybe in between different types of vegetables and fruits. So since I have the slicing blade in there, I'm going to try it with a tomato. So I just have a basic Roma tomato here. I'm going to put it right down in the middle. And just a nice quick blade down. It does seem that the skin has kind of got stuck there. This was a fairly ripe tomato, but yeah, kind of worked pretty good. Got nice little slices here. I'm sure if you used your basic field tomato, it probably would have given you those kind of nicer slices that you could use for a sandwich. So yeah, pretty impressed with that, other than I'd probably maybe want a tomato that was a little bit less ripe, so that the skin doesn't get stuck. I'm gonna try and do a fine dice on the tomatoes now, just so. This was my idea for making, oh, okay, so looks like my whole tomato has actually got caught in the grid. So yeah, that's not what I was expecting. However, the pick does work really well for removing it. But that's definitely not a diced tomato, so yeah, not really impressed with that actually. So maybe we'll move on to onions and see how that works there. So yeah, again, as you can see there, it has started to push through, but it looks like on some of the skin, the blades hasn't really, hasn't really pushed through at all actually. So, oh, there we go. Okay, maybe it just wasn't, it just needed a little extra. Try that one more time. Not quite as easy as it looked, but I mean, I did get actually, after a little bit of extra muscle work, I did get a nice little fine chop there, which would be great for using for salsa. So that did work, but it's not as smooth as described. I'm gonna try some peppers as well. Now, one thing it did describe was that by using this, you actually eliminate the odors that come off of the onions, so it should help prevent tearing of the eyes. However, because you have to continue to keep opening and closing the container and the lid, I am getting some sting in my eye, so not fully living up to that promise. Okay, so you really gotta put some muscle work in here. It's not doing the peppers as well. They seem to have got stuck also. Once you can manage to get it pushed through, it seems to work fairly okay. But that's a lot of effort. The amount of times that I have to open and close this just to get the peppers to go through, and the onions as well. You know, I don't know that it's necessarily saving my frustration of chopping the vegetables, but I'm gonna continue at it. All right. So wow, this is a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. This is not so easy. I've really just managed to press this one. It hasn't even broke through the skin. So yeah, not really impressed with that at the moment. I'll try the other chopping blade and see how well. Now this one doesn't even click in, so it's not even locking in the same way as it should. But let's try a carrot. See how well this guy goes through. Okay. Success on the carrots. This one has probably been definitely like one and done. So I've got a nice little fine chop. So maybe the small blades is just not working that well. I have a parsnip here, or white carrot as I like to call it. Oh, that piece was too big. That's my fault. Okay, so that went through. Here. Now, although the container's not moving, this lid is definitely, given the force that I have to put on it, is just like, it's moving all over the place. So although the blade is secure inside, I'm not too worried about cutting myself. It's definitely like, this is a lot of work. Molly here, or avocado here, so this should chop through very nice. There, now this is what I was expecting. But I mean, the avocado is nice, super soft. So I wouldn't expect that to be too difficult. So I've got some radicchio here. I was how well it would do on this. So yeah, like this is a lot of work, you know? And I mean, it's chopping some of it through, but like you gotta keep removing pieces. And this blade actually just popped completely out. So overall, I'm definitely not impressed with this at all. I'm likely going to be sending this back because it's way too, like this is just, it's way too much work. When push comes to shove, it's not performing the way that it was described and the way that it looked in the video. For a multi-purpose tool, if it's really only able to do kind of the hard root vegetables like carrots and parsnips, it sort of did the jalapeno and the onion with a final good product, but it took a lot of effort just to get to that point. So at that point, like I might as well just be doing the work myself, and my knife store is nice and small in its slot, and I don't have this, container to keep around. I've got tons of storage containers, so that's not really a huge selling point to me. What I was really excited about was these different kind of set blades. But yeah, at this point, really not impressed with the overall function of it. Right. So one thing I thought was that with the fine dice, it'd be nice to make some hash browns. So let's see how it does on the potato. And this, like, it's not even going down. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs down. I can't recommend this. Like, my vegetable is now stuck in the blade. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that out. I have a blade that doesn't even stay in place, and just way too much work for what's supposed to be a solution, or a simple solution to your chopping needs. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna give the Freshwear vegetable and fruit chopper a thumbs down. I'm not even gonna try with the rest of my pieces here because, well, my potato's stuck. So yeah, I'm Daisy again. Thanks for watching the video. If you like, you can subscribe. Please leave your comments, always appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.